Right. So automation testing tools demo. So before that, software testing. So software testing is a combination of manual testing and automation testing. So we have already covered manual testing. So now automation testing, right? So let us start our demo with asking one question. Why do we go for automation testing? So two factors here, career wise and project wise. So two factors we'll consider. Why do we go for automation testing? Okay. So career wise, any idea? So here again, two factors, working employee, okay, and looking for a position in testing tools, like two factors. So working employee means in company they're working as a functional tester. So why do we go for learning automation testing? And already you're working, sorry, you are a fresher or having a 2-3 years of experience and you are trying for a job, looking for a job, right? Then two factors. So why do we go for automation testing with respect to career? Working employee, right? See, sir. Currently, you're working as a functional tester. Every year, right? We have performance appraisal with your manager. What they will say, sir, in performance appraisal? You're a functional tester. Guess it. Srija. Yes.
What did you learn in the past year?
Exactly.
Did you learn any new skills?
New skills, right? So definitely your manager will
Yes.
suggest to learn or upgrade your skills from function testing to any, okay? Any automation testing tool. So not sufficient for having a knowledge or experience in functional testing, definitely go or learn or upgrade your skill in automation testing. Okay. So in my company also, who are working as a functional tester, they're also facing same issue. So they are also upgrade the skills to new technology. Okay. Now looking for a position in IT testing tools. Without having a knowledge for freshers and having experience in automation testing, your profiles are not considering. Are you getting my point, right? If you're a fresher trying for a software testing tool job, or you're already working in company and you're looking for a job change, or you are having a 2-3 years of experience and you want to switch to IT side, testing tool side, okay? Without having a automation testing experience, your profiles are not shortlisted. So that much of importance is there for the automation testing. This is with respect to career wise. Okay. So to pick up our resume by your portal or to resume my shortlist of resumes. Okay. Automation testing is mandatory. Clear? Yeah. So this is with respect to your career wise. Clear? I know project wise. Project wise, Caesar. Why do we go for automation testing? Project wise. Consider we have 1,000 requirements are there. Actually, what do we do as a tester? Developer will develop the software, tester will test the software, whether the software is developed as per the customer given requirements or not. That is our responsibilities, right? Yeah. Now, consider 1,000 requirements are given by customer to develop. So now we are discussing, sir, why do we require automation testing with respect to your project wise? Okay. Now, most of the projects are developing in the agile model now, current days. So it's also called as iterative model. Yeah, iterative model. Okay. In manual testing, we'll discuss those things. Okay. Yeah. So what is agile model? How do we implement iterative model? That we'll discuss in the manual testing. Okay. Yeah. So now, what is iterative model? We are not developing these 1,000 requirements at a time. Okay. So we are dividing this 1,000 requirements development plan into some releases. In one release, 300 requirements. In second release, another 300 requirements, and remaining 400 requirements. Okay. What is release? Release 1, 300. Release 2, 300. And release 3, 400. Release nothing but a particular duration. January, February, March. 2024. This one release. Okay. April, May, June, July. 24. This one release. Okay. August, September, October, and November. On release. Example. March, April 24, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So this is one release, a particular time duration. So January to April, 4 months is one release. May to August, 4 months, one release. September to December, one release. Okay, this is one release. Okay, so customer or developer given a plan like this. So we are developing this 1,000 requirements, okay, in 3 releases. In the plan. What is release, sir? 3 months. Not 3 months, a particular duration. In a particular dates, developing the software. Yeah, so here, January to April, one release. These are deciding by your client. So how many months it required for release? That is decided by your client, okay? And now again, so now developers are concentrating to develop 300 requirements in release 1. Again, these 300 requirements are not developing at a time. They will go for a cycles. So here cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3. Okay. So cycle 1, 100 requirements, cycle 2, in cycle 3, 100 requirements. Again, cycle nothing but also a time duration. So January to April is one release. January is one cycle. February is one cycle. March and April another cycle. So release contains some cycles. Okay. So release January to April. January is one cycle. February is one cycle. So all together, all cycle nothing but what's a one release.
Cycles contain means spiral model.
Yeah, iterative model. Yeah. So first 100 requirement developing and then increasing your requirement to develop iterative model. Okay. Are you following Jyoti? Arsha and Srija?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Right.
I'm good.
Yeah. So same way in cycle 1, release 2, 100 requirements. Cycle 2, 100 requirements. Cycle 3, 100 requirements. Okay. Release 3, cycle 1, 100 requirements. Cycle 200 and cycle 3, remaining 200, right? Yeah. So this is the plan given by customer. So now developers and testers are involving in this release. So total 1,000 requirements and total 3 releases, and every release having a 3 cycles. Okay, so now developer is developing these 100 requirements. Okay. So now I have to test these 100 requirements, right? So whenever I'm testing the software, first time we are calling as a functional testing. Right? Functional testing. Okay. What is functional testing in this first? Okay, functional testing. Nothing but what's a functional testing is a type of testing whether the software is working as per the customer requirements or not. So we have some set of test cases are there. Okay, and based on those test cases, we execute the functionality and we are reporting defects. Okay, so during functional testing, if you are finding any defects, we are tracking those defects and reporting to developers. So developers will fix those defects and then we involve in the retesting. Okay, now during retesting, developers are modified the program code, right? Then again, I have to involve in the regression testing, compulsory. So cycle 1 release, right? Cycle 1, 100 test cases. Function testing is completed. Due to defect fixing means what's our existing program code is modified. So whether existing program code modified means what's our other function should work properly. Again, I do 100 regression testing. Okay. So now release 1, cycle 1 is completed. Okay. Now concentrating on release 1, cycle 2. So first we involve in functional testing. These 100 requirement program is added to the existing 100 requirements program code. So now I have to test 200 regression testing compulsory. Compulsory. This 200. So when this 100 completed, right? Functional testing. This 100 plus the old 100. 200. Compulsory. This is the flow we follow actually. Regression execution we follow. Okay. Here also, so first 100 first time testing, right? So we are calling as a functional testing. So due to this program code added to the existing 200 code, sir, again I have to involve in 300 regression testing, right? Now release 1, cycle 3 completed, means release 1 is completed. Okay. Now release 2. Regression testing. The meaning of regression testing is whenever we are adding any program code, dependent functionality should not affect. So testing on dependent functionalities, those we are calling as a regression test. Okay, because these 100 are added to the existing 200, right? So this should not affect. So what I'm doing is this 100 plus 200, 300 I am going to involve in the regression testing. Like this. Okay.
Follow regression testing for only adding the anything.
Yeah, for modifying the program code. Whenever existing program code is modified, means what, sir? Existing code may be modified or new code is added. Two factors. New code is added or existing program code modified. For example, there is a login functionality. First, customer given username, password. Okay. Later, customer wants to add a captcha functionality also, OTP functionality also. Then what happens, sir? Existing requirements, code modified now. Then once again, you have to verify login functionality, regression test. For example, whenever you are opening an account, first requirement is 10,000 rupees balance compulsory. Okay. So if you are having a 10,000 rupees only, you cannot transfer any amount because the minimum balance is 10,000. Okay. Now the customer modified the requirement like this. Now balance should be 5,000. Fine. So they decreased balance, account balance from 10,000 to 5,000. Remaining 5,000, I can do some transaction, right? So now I'm testing whether can I perform transaction or not. So due to this functionality change, other dependent functionality working properly or not. Regression test. That only we are calling a regression test. Okay. Now fine. Clear? Right. Now, so here, so release 2, cycle 1, first functional testing. And this 100 plus 300. Record is. So total 400 regression testing. Okay. Here functional testing. 500 regression testing. Functional testing. 600 regression testing, right? So release to completed. So release to completed and we perform GAT, whatever it may be. Release to completed and now focusing on release 3, cycle 1. First time testing, functional testing. Okay. So now 100 plus old 600, 700 regression testing. Yes.
Cycle 2.
Cycle 2. Okay.
Cycle. Already one piece of software released to
This
customer.
release 1 is completed. Okay.
Then to release out now 400 regression.
300 requirements, right?
Yeah.
In release 1, we have 300 requirements. And release 2, new development code is developing, right? So this entire one, all 1,000 requirements is one project.
Yeah.
So for existing program code only, developer adding this program code, new program code. Okay. So first 100, these 100 requirements program code is added to the existing 300 requirement, right? So now after completion of this functional testing, I have to verify existing 300 plus 410, 100. Total 400, I have to perform regression. Compulsory.
Already one piece of software running in global.
Global, yeah. So
Globally
once again,
running.
yeah. So sort out is already this you are delivered to the customer.
Yeah.
Now if you're testing into that code, end users are getting affected, right?
Yes.
Caesar. In company, sir, we are following two types of environments. Dev environment, QA environment, pre-production, and production. Okay. So dev environment to developers are using, QA environment to testers are using. And before delivering original code to the original servers, we do pre-production. This is real-time data uses. Okay. Now, directly we are not involving in testing in production or pre-production testing. We are separately maintaining some servers. This is one data. We are not involving in this. So once testing is completed in QA environment, now we are confirming that working fine. Then again we do cross-checking in the pre-production, is working fine, and then production. Directly we are not involving testing in this. Again in QA also we have SIT. In SIT 1, SIT 2, UAT, like this we have different the environments are there. So we are concentrating on this period. So where the end users won't affect in this. Clear? Yeah. Clear, sir? User acceptance testing. Yes. So once the testing is over, we have to deliver our software to the customer. Customer blindly won't accept your program code or your software. They will also cross-check whether function is working fine or not. That we are calling as a customer acceptance testing or user acceptance testing. Okay. In UAT, we have two ways, alpha and beta. Beta testing means client side testing team will perform. Alpha testing means what the company side UAT team is there. They are going to perform alpha. Okay. Yeah. Now. So function testing here, and then 700 plus existing new 100, 800 regression testing, function testing, and then total 1000 regression testing. So now to develop 1000 requirements, how many regression functionalities we have covered? How many times we have tested? No. Here we perform 100. Here we perform 200, right? Altogether we will consider 100 plus 200 plus 300 plus 400 plus 500 plus 700 plus 800 plus 600 together, right? 800 plus 1000. So మొత్తం ఎన్ని వచ్చినాయి సార్ 3 6 1000 15 21 28 36 46. Okay, you have involved in the 4600 regression execution. Right or wrong, sir? To develop 1000 requirements, right? Now we will calculate two factors. First factor time, second factor cost. For time for manual testing and automation testing, and cost for manual testing and automation testing. So we are discussing why do we require automation testing. Career wise completed. Now we're discussing with the project wise. Okay. Now. So we are calculating time for manual tester. Okay. See here. If you are testing a functionality with the manual, one regression testing taking 10 minutes. Consider. Because everything you have to handle. Any data is there. Any database queries is there to execute. Because this data is based on some database. Okay. And you have to generate some data. You have to open the application. And physically you have to enter the data into the application. And then physically you have to verify, validate everything. Okay. So consider it is taking 10 minutes of time. Okay. So total how many regressions are there, sir? 4600 regression. So total 4600 to 10,000, 46,000 minutes. Converting into hours. Now we are IT people, right? We need calculator. Okay, 46,000, right? By 60, right? So roughly 767 hours. There, sir. Yes. Hours. Now, this is for one resource. So to complete these 1000 requirement developing and 4600 regression execution, one tester is spending nearly 767 hours. Here. Now convert into automation process. So if I convert this entire manual testing process into automation, one regression, it is taking only 2 minutes. 2 minutes only. I mean, if I write a Selenium programs, okay, and if I execute that program to test your software, it is taking only 2 minutes. Okay, so data preparation, we are not doing, just we write a program, that's it. Your program will execute the database queries and get the data. It opens the application, it enters the data into the application, everything done by automation only. Okay, fast. Now total 4600 regression. How much time, sir? 9200, right? Minutes. Convert into hours. 9200 by 60. 154 hours. Now tell me, sir, why do we go for automation testing? If I go with the manual, it is taking us 767 hours per 1000 requirements. But here, 154 hours. And now tell me, sir, why do we go for automation testing? Less time for what? Execution. Which execution?
Manpower.
Regression execution. Yes, Jyoti, yeah. Srija, right? Yeah. So
Yes.
to reduce regression execution time, we prefer automation testing. We prefer automation testing, okay?
So automation will be used for only for.
Exactly. Oh, exactly. Regression purpose only. Function testing compulsory, manual tester will perform. Automation testing we prefer after completion of manual testing. So we involve only regression part. Okay. Now, cost. Manual testing. 1 hour manual tester are getting at $20 per hour. Average I'm taking, okay. $20. Suppose you are in TCS working for JPMC client. Okay. So TCS is a service-based company, JPMC is a product-based company, and JPMC is the client to TCS. So whenever TCS QA team handling JPMC projects, every week or every month, how many hours TCS people work, right? JPMC people, JPMC client will pay the amount for our purpose. So 1 hour, $20. Example I'm telling, okay? So total how many hours is it? It is manual 4600, right? Sorry, 767. Yeah. So 767 hours. How many dollars? 767, right? 767 into $20. 15,340. $15,340. Converting into INR. INR అంటే Indian rupee, right? Into 80. ఎంత 12 lakhs 27,000. 12 lakhs 27,200. Correct, sir? 15,340, 80. Right. This is what, sir? Manual testing. So JPMC has to pay to TCS for one resource for 767 hours is 2,27,200. For example, I'm telling, okay. And now convert into automation. 1 hour. Okay. How much you're expecting, sir? No 20. Always automation tester dollars is greater than manual tester. That is the reason in company also you are comparing functional tester salary and automation tester salary. Automation tester salary is high. So $30.
Compared to developers.
No, in testing team I'm saying. In testing we have functional testing and then automation.
Commission persons and like a developer person.
I'm not calculating about developers.
Only
Testers. Testing team నేను మాట్లాడుతున్నా.
కాదు సార్ మీరేం డౌట్ లేదు ఆటోమేషన్ ఎవరైతే చేస్తారో వాళ్ళ శాలరీస్ లైక్ డెవలపర్స్
మోస్ట్లీ సేమ్ ఉంటాయి మోస్ట్లీ. ఓకే. సో మీకు శాలరీ కావాలన్నా మోర్ శాలరీ వాంట్ టు డ్రాన్ అన్నా we have to learn automation testing as a career wise. Okay. Now, so how many hours automation tester spending, sir? 154, right? 154 hours. How many dollars? Hours, right? 154 into 80, right? 12,320. Then dollars into INR.
9,85,600.
9 lakhs. See, this is just a rough idea given, okay?
Yeah.
Just rough idea. Just 30 ఉంటుంది 40 ఉండొచ్చు dollars. Okay? INR. Now see, sir, why do we go for automation test? If we go for a manual testing, client has to pay 12,27,200 INR, and then if we go converting into automation, 9,85,000 only. Then tell me, sir, why do we go for automation? To reduce ఏంటది
Cost.
ఏం కాస్ట్
Cost effective.
exhibition cost. Right. So that is the reason why do we go for automation. So fast execution and less cost. So these are reason why do we go for automation. Okay. So why do we need automation? Okay. We prefer automation for reduce regression execution time. Second factor, reduce regression execution cost. That's it. So these are reason why do we go for automation, career wise as well as your product wise. Without having experience in automation, your profile won't shortlist. Either you are a fresher or experienced. Your genuine experience person also. I mean, you are working in a company as a functional tester, but looking for a job change and having only functional testing experience. No experience, knowledge could saripodu. No experience or now having knowledge also not sufficient. Should have experience compulsory. Freshers exposure on Selenium. Already working, sir. Experience. If you have 3 years of experience or 4-5 years of experience, showcase more experience on automation only. Okay. I have around 15 plus years of experience, sir, in IT industry testing. I have only less than 1 year in manual and rest 14 years in automation only. I started my automation with the QTP. So later it changed the version as EFT, sir. And also currently working on LeanFT also. The Java and Selenium with the core Java. Okay. Apart from this, I have experience on web service with the Parasoft SOA. Tool, sir. And also I have a 6 to 7 months experience in Tosca also. This is another functional tool. Functional regression testing tool. Okay. I have very, very less experience in manual. So first starting when I joined in the project company, they given me the project manual. So after handling manual project, they given me training on the QTP, and then because for but project we had a automation project actually. So I was under in the training, and then I handled the QT project. So later, for job secure and to get a more salary, then I'm continuing in the automation.
Automation which courses?
Now you have to learn Selenium with core Java.
Okay.
Enough.
Okay.
So the question is, these out of automation tools, which one we have to learn? Okay. Very Selenium with the core Java. Okay.
Market no Selenium.
Selenium previous, sir, we used QTP. Okay, we used QTP because very comfortable tool. But nowadays, Selenium is a freeware now, basically. So whenever Selenium introduced, and is introducing as a Selenium freeware only. So what are the functionalities we can cover with the QTP or EFT? I can cover with the freeware. If I want to use Selenium EFT, I have to buy. I mean, company has to buy license for that. So me intlo just a pirated software you are using, right? In company, they won't use like that. Definitely they will buy the license and they will use it. Even Microsoft Outlook also. Okay. They won't use any pirated softwares. But this is entire, freeware. Nobody will ask why are you using this. No. And again, Tosca functional tool. This is costlier than QTP. I mean EFT. This nearly require 10 lakhs per one user for 1 year. This is costing around 6.57 lakhs. Okay, but every client is focusing on the cost cutting only, right? But to save dollars, right? So that's the reason this is the demand tool in the market. Selenium with the core Java. Okay. So now you got some idea, right? Why do we cover automation testing? So now, what are the tools are available in market for automation? Okay, so many tools are there. Okay, but we have to learn Selenium core Java combination. ఎందుకంటే more openings. If you open LinkedIn or Naukri, just you can compare, verify testing experience and filter some how many positions are there, and experience in Selenium with the core Java, and filter how many openings are there. You will find the difference. Okay, having only functional testing experience is not sufficient. Compulsory, you have to learn Selenium with the core Java. Okay, now note. Automation testing will be performed after completion of functional testing. Directly, we won't prefer automation testing because we have to execute the programs. Programs will execute if the application is working properly.
So manual tests are needed.
Compulsory. Okay, but that is only one-time activity. See here. For example, this 100 requirement we have tested only one time. Functional testing, but regression, here we spent, here we spent, here also we spent, here also, here also. So functional testing only one time, but regression testing more times we are executing because whenever any program code is added, we involve in the regression. So that is the reason.
So
First,
those steps are only in automation.
yeah, if you are go with the manual, we this much of time and this much of cost taken. If I convert these 100 programs in 100 test cases into automation test scripts, if I execute as an automation, these are difference. The difference. Clear? Yeah,
Is nothing but program.
exactly. So script nothing but a program. Test case, manual test case. So manual test case. What is test case? Test case is a document which explains a complete step-by-step process about how to test a functionality. A test case. Test script also a program written by automation tester and it executes your functionality. Test case manual tester should perform. Test scripts your tool is going to execute. Okay. What are you doing actually? As a automation tester, what are the manual test case are there? We are converting into programs. For example, see here. April manual. Okay. February. See, you are a manual tester. You are writing test cases like this. See, this is a test case. For example, one test case. Admin login functionality. The test case. Okay, user action. Open the link. What are you expecting? Verify these fields are available or not. Enter the data. Okay, and this is one more test case. Okay, but what I'm doing in automation testing, sir, what are the manual test case are there? Okay, you are writing a program for that. You are writing a program for that. That is calling as an automation. So this is you are doing with manual. Open QBank application. First of all, I have to open the browser and then I have to enter the URL. That is manual. And what is automation? Yesterday we have seen, right? Like open browser with automation, open page with automation, close the browser. We written some program, right? That is automation. Okay.
So manual code మన ఓన్గా
test case, the manual and test case, with test case. This is a manual
అయితే
program.
క్లాస్ లో
Exactly. We are write program and data. That's it. That's the difference.
The automation testers manual గా Excel లో ఆర్ ఎనీ కంపెనీ ప్రొవైడ్ చేసిన దాంట్లో మాన్యువల్ గా టెస్ట్ కేసు రాయాలి.
ఎవరు?
ఆటోమేషన్
No. Automation tester won't write any test cases. Automation tester responsibility is to convert the manual test case into automation test scripts.
సో మాన్యువల్ టెస్టర్స్ మాత్రమే టెస్ట్ కేసు అనేది
Compulsory.
దీన్ని యూజ్ చేసి టెస్ట్ స్క్రిప్ట్స్
Exactly. That's it. అంతే. See, sir.
మనకి మాన్యువల్ ఆటోమేషన్ రెండు వచ్చింది కదా.
See, you are a automation tester, right? You are not writing all this. Directly, you are writing a program for that, test script for that. You are a manual tester, then you have to write this once again. In company, sir, automation tester job is secure and responsibility also less. Why? Why? Because which type of testing we do? We test first time.
Retest.
What is the type of testing we do? Functional testing, right? And who are performing functional testing? Manual tester. Okay. Manual tester has to responsibilities. They have to understand the clear requirements. They have to prepare RTM. Based on that RTM scenario, they have to write test cases. If any functionality is missed, they are responsible. Come on, sir. Okay. They have to prepare data. While preparing a data, if they need any queries to write, they have to write the queries. Come on, sir. Everything they have to perform. Now, same process is converting into automation. I know only knowledge of programming, that's it. Because data I need, data queries already there. I won't prepare. Existing query I'm going to take. Function requirement coverage also, function tester is done. That's the reason they prepared RTM document. If any functionalities are also missed, I am not responsible. Why? I am taking the input as what are the test cases are given by functional tester, I am going to automate. If any functionalities are missed, I am not responsible because I am getting input from functional tester. So he's saying that these are the test cases are there, automate it. I am going to automate. In the test case, any functionality is missed, I am responsibility. But customer given requirements are missed by function tester and they haven't covered test cases and those test cases not given to the automation tester. I'm not responsible because what are the test cases I have received from function tester, I'm going to automate, that's it. So Chepalante, automation tester job is secure because already one level of testing done by function testers and also any layoffs are going on. First focus ever. Enduku. They know only manual, but we know manual and automation. Right or wrong, sir? So job secure. And job is also very, very easy if you know the programming code, that's it. So I'm automation tester. What I'm doing, sir? What are the test cases are given by functional tester? I'm going to write some programs in Selenium, that's it. Lastly, one failure happened actually. After completion of all types of testing, sir, during UAT, customer found one bug. Client side. Okay. And then they did the RCA, root cause analysis. Why client found the bug and why not found by tester? So we did some analysis for that.
Tester means which test?
Any tester. I mean,
Automation
first of all, automation, they will focus first of all, automation and as well as functional. Suppose you got the defect or bug in one functionality. That functionality tested by whom? Okay. So those are responsible. Maybe you are a automation or functional. Clear? So first I have verified from my end. So the bug is whenever I'm doing any online payment, okay, account transfer money, account transfer from one account to another account, account screen opens and transfer. When I click on transfer, next page will open from account to account. So when I'm selecting a from account, the account balance should be displayed. That functionality not there earlier. In release 2, release 3, they added. Okay. Whenever I'm selecting the from account details, the corresponding balance should display. That was not there in the earlier. They have added that functionality after 1-2 releases. Okay. Now, so first of all, they pointed automation testing because those functionality we tested. Then I have verified and I found that this functionality is not covered by us. Why not covered? Because function tester is not communicated with our automation testing tools that test this functionality. Communicate cheyaledu. They're communicating and say test case. In test case also not there. In test cases, they have not updated the functionality. So automation tester I haven't involved. Now function tester. Lead already sent this requirement to test to one employee by email, but they forgot that due to some time pressure. Then who is responsible? Function tester is responsible. So function automation testing job is very, very easy. I mean, comfortable. You are in comfortable zone basically. Because what are the test cases are given by functional tester? I am going to automate that. I am not responsible for requirement coverage. Whether you are testing all the requirements or not, I don't know. Function tester knows. I know what are the test cases are given by function tester. I am going to automate. That's it. Whether they are covering requirement coverage or not, I am not sure. So job is secure.
Job need experience.
Means
Compulsory experience, not freshers.
freshers ki experience allows freshers ki exposure. So you are a fresher. How can we say fresher has experience? No, right? So exposure. So in your case, you have done your MBA 2003, right?
Yes.
You are a fresher. So you have to know only the exposure. And the complete knowledge. That we are covering in our course.
So, degree. Yeah.
MBA కదా మీది
MBA complete అయిపోయింది.
2020.
అంటే మనం డిగ్రీ బేస్ మీద
డిగ్రీ ఎప్పుడు అయిపోయింది 2020.
20.
సో మీకు తొందరగా జాబ్ రావాలంటే 2020 నుంచి అప్లై చేయండి. సో 2023 ఇక్కడ మీరు బిఎస్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్స్ అన్నారు కదా, బిఎస్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్స్ అండ్ ఇయర్ ఎంబీఏ
ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ తగ్గట్టు మనకు పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ ఉండాలి.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ. సో ఎంబీఏ అయిపోయింది. సి సార్, ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు గో టు ఇంటర్వ్యూ యాజ్ అ ఫ్రెషర్ సార్, మీకు సినిమా కనబడతాడు. చాలా మంది వస్తారు. ఫస్ట్ గ్రూప్ డిస్కషన్ అవుతుంది, రిటన్ టెస్ట్ ఉంటుంది, ఓకే, అర్థమెటిక్ ఉంటుంది, రీజనింగ్ ఉంటుంది, ఓకేనా, ఒక సినిమా కనబడుతుంది పోతే. బట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్కి అలా ఉండదు. ఓకే, మరి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్కి ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే దే విల్ షెడ్యూల్ ఏ ఇంటర్వ్యూ. They will call only 50 members or 100 members. Okay. And they'll ask the questions. Suppose you have interview on Selenium, right? They'll ask the questions from Selenium only. But you are a fresher, kada? Manual testing, automation testing, database, Java, .NET, అన్ని అడతాడు, చెప్పలేం. Okay.
మనకి ఏ పొజిషన్ లో వేకెన్సీ ఉంటే అందులో వేస్తాం. Not only
Yeah. And also after interview selection also, I am not sure that which project I am going to work. Okay. So but
ఇక్కడ ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యేది ఒకటి, అక్కడ
చెప్పలేం. Okay. But if you are a experienced guys, right? Suppose you have experience in Selenium and then you attend the interview for Selenium, mostly they will focus on 80%, 90% they will focus on Selenium only. Right. So and also you have
ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ పర్సన్ కాదని వాళ్ళకి తెలిసిపోతుంది.
it else పోతుంది. How they will know?
based on your performance.
Based on your performance. Your performance is good, then no problem. Okay, that is the reason what I'm telling is every chapter completes I will provide FAQs, frequently asked questions. We have a limit. Testing tools interview have a limit, sir. You go to any interview, sir, not only in India, anywhere out of India also, you will get the questions from some limit. Beyond that, there is no FAQs. So total combining manual and automation testing, we have around 400 to 450 FAQs are there. I will provide all. Chapter wise FAQs I will provide. First chapter completed, okay? What are the questions you are facing in interview? Our course can be handled up to 6 to 7 years of experience. Selenium and manual.
చాప్టర్ వైజ్ ఎఫ్ఏక్యూస్ అంటే బెస్ట్ సార్.
Yeah. See, for example,
కవర్ చేసుకోవాలి.
see here, for example, see manual testing FAQs, okay? For example, I'm telling, okay? See, chapter wise FAQs. See here, chapter 1, chapter 2. So this is about manual. Chapter 3 FAQs.
టోటల్ హౌ మెనీ చాప్టర్స్?
Total FAQs are nearly 400 to 450 FAQs are there.
చాప్టర్స్
In manual we have around 8 or 7 chapters are there. In automation also, for example, in automation. Recent. Chapter 1. Basic browser commands. Chapter 2. Chapter 3. Googling also not required, guys.
Google subject.
Googling also not required. Srija, are you there, right? Yeah, Googling also not required. Selenium FAQs, Google వెళ్ళి search చేయాల్సిన అవసరం కూడా లేదు. So that's the way I'm providing FAQs. Frequently asked questions. Okay? Clear? So just today we discussed like, what is the purpose we are learning automation testing, right? But what is automation testing? What are our responsibilities? That we'll see tomorrow. Clear, Srija?
Timings of tomorrow class.
Tomorrow you have regular time, 9:30, but 10:30 you have backup. Srija, possible you can also attend at 9:30, okay? Srija, are you there? Yeah.
So 8 o'clock also.
8 to 9:15 manual. 9:30 to 10:45 automation. Proper backup. Backup only for 2-3 days. That's it.
సరే ఇప్పుడు నేను డైరెక్ట్ ఆటోమేషన్
పర్లేదు. ఏం కాదు.
రెండు ప్యారలల్
ఏంటండి ప్యారలల్ ఏంటంటే
అంటే ఏది బెస్ట్ సార్?
మీకు తొందరగా ఏమన్నా అర్జెన్సీ ఉందా? అర్జెన్సీ అట్లా ఉందా ఏమన్నా?
సార్ కాకపోతే మనం పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా పోతే బెస్ట్.
అయితే
ఎందుకంటే నేను మా బ్రదర్ టెస్టింగ్ చేస్తున్నాను. అయితే ఫస్ట్ మాన్యువల్ చేసి తర్వాత ఆటోమేషన్
కరెక్టే, బట్
ఎందుకంటే కన్ఫ్యూజన్ కాకుండా.
అయితే ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ఆటోమేషన్ నా దృష్టిలో ఏంటంటే మీరు ఆటోమేషన్ టెస్టింగ్ కంప్లీట్ అయిన తర్వాత ఏమంటే ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు. అంటే మీకు మాన్యువల్ ఆటోమేషన్ టెస్టింగ్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మాన్యువల్ టెస్టింగ్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యి మళ్ళీ అయిపోతుంది కదా, ఒక 1 month ఉంటుంది కదా. ఆ 1 month లో మీరు మార్కెట్కి వెళ్ళండి, అంటే ఇంటర్వ్యూస్కి వెళ్ళండి. వెళ్తే మీకు ఎట్లా అడుగుతున్నారు ఐడియా వస్తుంది. ఈ మాన్యువల్ టెస్టింగ్ అయిపోయి మీరు పర్ఫెక్ట్ అయిపోతారు.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు మాన్యువల్ కి అయితే ఫ్రెషర్స్ అయినా తీసుకుంటారు.
ఎవరికైనా సరే,
ఆటోమేషన్ అయినా
ఎవరైనా సరే, యూ హ్యావ్ టు లర్న్ బోత్ మాన్యువల్ అండ్ ఆటోమేషన్. బోత్ కంపల్సరీ.
ఓన్లీ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్.
See, మీ టెస్టింగ్ టూల్స్ మినిమం క్వాలిఫికేషన్ ఇస్ ఎనీ డిగ్రీ. అదర్ దాన్ టెస్టింగ్ టూల్స్ జావా కానీ .NET కంపల్సరీ కంప్యూటర్ డిగ్రీ. టెస్టింగ్ టూల్స్ కి ఈ కంపల్సరీ బీటెక్ కంప్యూటర్స్ అట్లా ఉండదు, ఎనీ డిగ్రీ. అది క్లియర్, Srija? So let me stop today. We'll discuss tomorrow. Thank you.